Hello everybody, Hydra here, and welcome to another figure review. And this time, we're going to be taking a look at the Bandai Toho Kaiju series, Fire Rodan. So this was originally like the last buy, but I decided to review him first because why not? So let's take a look at him. So the sculpt on this guy, I feel like, is very nice. Like a stomach, looks very cool, and very reminiscent of how he looks in the movie. The nice smoothness of his wings feels very cool and very neat. Including the back and how he folds in. His legs look awesome. I wish there was a little bit of a bend, but oh well. His little feet. His little bird-like feet. Then his head. His head looks like it's just from the movie. The crest. And also just a little wrinkles too, like, let's zoom in on this. And just little wrinkles on him look really cool on him. Yeah, nicely done. The beak also has those little details from the movie. Looks like and it kind of looks like he's snarling, I guess. Like, I don't know, it just looks like he's snarling. And then there's a row of spikes on his back, all the way to the tip of his tail. Very cool to look at. Very cool. As for paint, there's not too much except for the belly, the claws on his feet, a little bit on his and a little bit on his wing gear, even though it's a little bit scuffed up. As you can see. Paint on his beak is actually not too bad. And his eyes, they're painted as well. Now I feel like he's a little bit derpy. Oh well. Just kind of captures that look, I guess. But there's no paint on his horns, unfortunately. I think that's how he is. I think that's how it usually is, though, so there's that. So let's move on to articulation then. His head can rotate. It can look, make it look side to side if you wanted. And then his legs. Basic Rodan articulation. So you can have him standing if you want to. You can either have him like try and do a split or something, or you could just have him standing straight up. Well, for mine, he's a little bit crooked, but I don't know if that's just how every Rodan is, or if it's just like that. I don't know. So I'm just gonna have him, like, making it seem like he's trying to do a split or something. So, yeah. So let's move on to sizing, or I guess a comparison. Let me bring out my memorial box. 93 Rodan. Now this was my original Rodan, and I had it, so yeah, but overall the mold or the sculpt looks nearly the same, as we can see here. There's the spikes, the wings, pretty much everything is the same, and both for $20, so that's funny. But yeah, as you can see, this one's more straight, while this one's leaning a little bit more to the right, my right. I guess, I don't know, but I mean, they're around the same size, same wingspan as well. So I think the memorial box is a tad bit bigger. Yeah, it looks like the memorial box is a little bit bigger, so. But yeah, yeah, they're pretty much the same size, pretty much the same figure. So yeah. Let's move on to another Rodan. And that is the Final Wars Rodan. And yeah, looks neat. Yeah, looks cool. Let's move on to the Jakks Pacific 6-inch Rodan. And actually, I think this may be accurate. I don't know. Because this one is like 150. I feel like, I think they said this is the tiniest Rodan in terms of height. But in terms of wingspan, yeah. Yeah, as you can see here, like, yeah, the Jakks Pacific here, or just, or I guess just a 2019 Rodan just beats him in terms of wingspan. But yeah, I think this is accurate. I feel like this is accurate. All right, now it's time to move on to other monsters, and yeah. Also, let's bring out the pretty much the first opponent and his teammate, Godzilla. This is the 1993 version, I believe. And yeah, I feel like this is accurate. Yeah, I feel like this is accurate if he were standing up. Kind of like when he's because we're laying on top of Godzilla when he's like turning into dust. I think this is around the same. I feel like he may be a little bit big, but I think this is accurate. To be perfectly honest, I think it's accurate. Oops, knocked him down. But yeah, this looks about accurate. I feel like they'd be around this height. Let's move on to a second opponent. Mechagodzilla, 93. And I feel like here he's a little bit big. Like, I feel like Mechagodzilla could be a little bit bigger, but, you know, this works. This definitely works. And one more. Same monster, but different incarnation. Mechagodzilla, or Super Mechagodzilla. And yeah, this works too. And we pretty much got the full movie here. So let me bring them out. So yeah, there we go. If you want to recreate the movie, now you can. Now you definitely can. So yeah, there we go. If only Bandai would make a vinyl version of this dude. I wouldn't have to pay like $115 for him. And finally, rarity. I feel like this particular version is a little bit rare, as opposed to the normal. I think as opposed to the Memorial Box 93 Rodan and the Fire Rodans, this was a little bit rarer. I feel because the Fire Rodans are not. I feel like you can find them for $20 at G-Fest, but online they're a little bit pricey. So that's the first review. So Sculpt is very, very nice. I really like it. The paint is lacking. There's like only like 3 other colors, but that's okay. The sizing, or I guess the articulation, is pretty basic, although a little bit stiff because he's pretty hard vinyl. Sizing, he's a little bit big, but you know, it's fine. You can make it work. And rarity, I consider him one of the more rare ones, though you shouldn't have to pay more than $25 for him, including the tag. So that's it for this review. So I'm gonna give him a 7 out of 10. A 7 mainly because the lack of paint, but as well as the semi-awkward stance he has in, and no paint on the horns. That's a little bit saddening. But overall, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna give him an 8 because I actually really like it. So yeah, so that's an 8 out of 10, and I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye bye.